Hello, John here, also known as Veninator, and welcome back to the TGC Tours. So this week we're at the John Moxon West Canaan Classic, I think that's how you say that, at Manhunset Point. So last week, unfortunately we didn't make the cut. We just didn't play well enough in round number 2. I mean, the first round wasn't great, we got 4 under, which it wasn't good, but that's a tough course anyway. But then we only got 2 under in the second round, so we didn't make the cut. We were a couple of shots off. So instead of that, we ended up going to a fantasy course and playing like a Jaws-themed course, which was good. I really enjoyed that. But we're back on the TGC Tours this week. Let's see if we can try and make the cut this week. And now that essentially the season's coming to an end now, there's only 3 events left, including the one I'm playing. And apparently you can't get promoted or demoted anymore. You don't get promotion marks or demotion marks anyway. I don't know if you win the tournament you get promoted, or if that still doesn't apply. I don't know. But either way, the pressure's off, really. I mean, I'm not going to lose positions, really. If I don't make the cut, I'm not going to get demoted or anything like that. So that's positive, at least. Well, let's see how we get on with this one, then. So see what the course settings are. So it's green tees, pins at 1, makes sense. So it's medium wind speeds from the west. Fairway firmness is default, the green firmness is moderate, the green speed is fast. So the fairway firmness is the only thing that's not been listed there, and the fairway firmness is firm. Okay, so I have played this course just to practice. I've only had 1 round on it. Did pretty well. Got 8 under in that round. Seems like, I don't know how to describe it really. It's a pretty average course for the challenge circuit, so we'll see how everyone else gets on here. But I can imagine like 12 under, 13 under, maybe even higher will be the top of CCG.
And with that, let's crank this first drive.
Don't know what the cut line will be.
Get on our way. And here we
Won't
go.
be surprised if it's 8 under or better. Probably like 10 under.
Fantastic
4. If I got 8 under in the practice one, it might be more than that really. But we'll see. The trickiest bit about this course seems to be the greens that I've noticed. Especially these are fast greens, so that's going to be interesting.
And that'll do. Grab your putter. And from 23 feet away.
So this is very downhill. How much is it? 155 green speed. It's not turning. Please stop. Okay, good. I like it being on the beach. That's really nice.
Get your par.
Just about enough. There you go. It looked a pretty straight putt. So yeah, I was concentrating then. So we got an even par to start off with. Well, we're on even. Okay, so yeah, not the worst start. Easing our way into it a little bit.
Working with the tailwind on this hole.
But yeah, even then, it felt like the greens were tricky. You have to be careful with your approach shots to try and get as close as you can to the hole, which of course is always the case. I appreciate that, but it's particularly the case on this one. So I actually clubbed up here, but that might not have been the right decision. Yeah, because of the wind, that pulled it way too much. So I don't know why I decided to club up there. I mean, it's not the worst shot.
I was wrong. And this one is for the bird.
I may have put a bit too much power onto this. Oh no, that's a good putt. There you go. Okay, so it's a good putt. And now we're 1 under, so that's great. That's a great way to start. But yeah, putting is going to be essential, I think. Like really good putting. So I'm really trying to concentrate when I am putting, because I think you probably get punished quite a lot for missing them on this course. Okay, so it's over the hill, so that's good. But yeah, the fairways, etc., are quite large and quite easy for the most part.
Don't need as much distance as normal.
Okay, so this is 28, so you're looking at 9 or 10 away from this, so it's like 222-ish. So it'd be that to get to the hole, but then the wind will pull it. What I think I might do this, and then just let the wind stop the distance being quite as much. Yeah, so it's rolling down this slope here, so I'm not sure how far away this is actually going to end up going. It's not too bad, especially seeing it's a par 5. We're okay. Try and get this close, really. Probably close enough.
Here's a 5-footer.
There we go. Okay, we've got another birdie. So there's eagles to be had there. That could easily have been eagled, that hole. But 2 birdies in a row, yeah. So 2 under through 3 is a good place to start. pretty pleased with how we've started.
Okay, the wind's blowing on this one, right to left.
Okay, so this is 28 up. So again, we're looking at almost 10. So 159. That's 155. 167 is a bit. If I do this, I'm not sure how much the wind being at an angle there is going to make a difference here.
Come on, get right.
It did make quite a substantial difference, actually. Okay.
On the green safely. 21 feet to the cup from here.
It's another tricky putt. It's very downhill.
Oh, that was almost.
Please stop. Okay.
This one's for par. Looking good.
Okay, decent.
And
But yeah, dangerous putting. You know, that could easily have rolled away somewhere. I mean, I appreciate, you know, if you're a platinum player and you're watching this, or if you play on any of the harder courses, it doesn't seem that difficult. You know, because the courses on there are ridiculous for that sort of thing. But yeah, something to bear in mind for us challenge circuit players.
This one should be in the fairway.
But yeah, the putting on this particular greens, I believe, is tougher than average.
This might call for some extra distance.
Ah, no, I didn't hit it right. Has that just about hit the fast part of the tempo bar? And I think we got a bit lucky there.
I like it. I like what
you did brilliant. There. So yeah, I didn't club up because of the wind. I was thinking was going to compensate for that, and it did. The distance was great. That was an unfortunate part.
5 feet to the cup from here.
Me being a bit reckless. And then that one almost turned out. So yeah, with that approach shot, really should have got a birdie.
2 under par for the day.
But then also got lucky to get a par at the end with that putt. So yeah, it's switching off for a few seconds. It's dangerous.
Coming up.
But overall, I'm happy with how we're playing. 2 under through 6 is a decent way to start. The swing timing and tempo is working for the most part. I know that the swing path, for instance, there was completely wonky. I appreciate. But in terms of the actual result, I'm fine with it. Which is usually, to be honest, I'm not that bothered about hitting perfect shots as long as they're consistently what I'm expecting them to be, if that makes any sense at all. So if I'm hitting left all the time, as long as I'm aware I'm going to be hitting it left all the time, I can sort of compensate for that.
This putt is very, very long. Just
so I tend to try and read how my swing is going and adjust for it a little bit.
No good.
That's a shame. That was almost an eagle.
Right, here we go. This one's for birdie.
Okay, so that's 3 under now. That's pretty good. And that was a decent putt. I mean, the pacing got that spot on there, which is great. 3 under through 6 is a really good start.
See if you can use the wind on this hole. It's left to right.
Okay, hit that pretty well. It's going a bit too right because of the wind, of course. But yeah, that's good.
Shot here on the 7th.
So this is a pitch shot. So yeah, 101%. Not sure how much this will actually bounce. It's not bouncing a lot. Saying on the green it is.
Good shot.
It's
this was
decent.
a 21-footer.
It's moving too much to the left.
Oof,
okay.
Just missed. And this next putt for par.
Okay, well, it's a par.
And in the hole.
But yeah, this course, it just really feels like as soon as I get on the green, that's when the route where the hole is actually being played. If that makes sense at all. Because yeah, the greens are the most challenging bit, definitely, on this one. Okay, I'm going to club down one here. Hit that slow and to the right, so together that's going to really go right now. It's rolled back left because of where it hit the green. Okay, so this is not likely to be a birdie, unfortunately. It's a decent putt in terms of the putt line, and the power's looking good.
Very nice.
Very good effort.
Oh, what could have been? It was a good putt, though.
Yeah, that was a good effort. I'm happy with that. I mean, I know it's a par, unfortunately. But, yeah, playing pretty well, actually. 3 under through 8.
Let's see what we can do on the 9th.
It's another decent strike. They're the sort of strikes I'm not too fussed about. I'm not a perfectionist for the most part.
Setting up here about
At least not at the moment.
90 yards or
So this
to
is going to be
pin.
7 up. So, well, we're looking at 200 basically, just under. Oh, which is exactly here. Here we go. So this will be right, but then if I do this 4 iron. Pretty well executed. It's gone far too right, unfortunately. Oh, please stop on the green. It
Here
has.
is your eagle putt.
This is another one of these slightly easier holes where they've given me an eagle putt here. If this was for birdie, I wouldn't have a chance. And unfortunately, I've screwed it up anyway.
A little too much
That was
power.
not the best putt, unfortunately.
6 feet to the cup.
So yeah, definitely missed a few shots there. Okay, well, we got a par out of it, which I wasn't overly certain about either. But yeah, okay, so it's a decent start. 3 under front 9.
Keep you at 3 under par.
Definitely, with how people are playing in CCG, we need to get a good score here. We need 8 under or so, really, or better. I can very much picture people getting 13 unders and that sort of thing.
All right, second shot on the 10th.
That was a nicely hit flop shot. Just a little bit too short, and it's punished me for it.
Setting up here now for our third shot.
That's a shame. That was a good effort.
Way to chip that one close. Well done.
Okay,
right now
that's
you are at 3
disappointing.
under par.
Feel like that flop shot deserved better than that. But yeah, clearly didn't hit it quite hard enough.
Here we go. Time to kick it off on the 11th hole.
So I hit this slightly fast, which is ideal.
Tee shots
Don't want
are
it to go too close to the water or the beach there.
And this one's about 100.
Right in the centre of the fairway, exactly what we want. I'm going to go with this here. And a loop very far to the left because of the wind, but that's worked out nicely.
That's a nice little approach shot there.
Yeah, that's a
Hole's
good
about
shot.
10 feet out.
Yeah, putting's everything on here, unfortunately.
Bye.
And
Here we go.
yeah,
par.
didn't feel comfortable with that. It was a hard
And that'll
putt.
leave you
It felt like a hard putt.
At 3 under par.
And yeah, good approach shot, but still got nothing for it, really, unfortunately. I mean, we got a par, and it was an easy
Teeing
par.
up now on the 12th.
Right. Will 13 wind pull this back enough?
So
Now that I've hit
looking good.
98%, I'm a bit more confident about
There
it, yeah.
we go.
Sure.
That's cooking on this approach. All right, you've got about 6 feet here.
Oh,
That's in
good.
there. Here's
Oof.
your 4th birdie of the day.
Blimey. Okay, so we're on 4 under now. I was a bit worried that was not going to go in.
Going down to 4 under par.
Okay, so 4 under. We're getting to a sort of acceptable level, but we do have some work to do.
And here we have a lovely par 4 ahead of us.
But yeah, recently on career mode, I did a really good round, actually. I got 13 under, which for the career courses tends to be very, very tough to do. I've never hit anywhere close to that. I did post it to the channel, actually, today. Just as a bonus video, not as like a special one or anything like that. I didn't expect much of it, but I thought, well, you know what, if anyone does want to watch it, then at least it's on there. No, putting's just not working enough,
Give a tap and we'll head on to the next hole.
which is frustrating.
Right now you are at 4.
As I say, putting is everything. So yeah, my putting just needs to be a little bit sharper for me to get the scores I need.
Blowing right to left on
The rest of the game, I think, is working enough.
Beauty of a swing there.
Okay, so the wind is pulling this back. Pretty much a straight line.
Nicely played.
But yeah, so
9
every
feet to go.
putt is awkward. It's not like a straight... and that one doesn't turn enough. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Here we go. Par putt. Let's do it. This putt's good so far.
Okay.
Down she goes.
I mean, I'm sure it's to do with pacing and all other sort of things, but...
And clocking in at 4
Yeah,
par at the moment.
I overcompensated for that one because the last one I did didn't turn, and I mean it needed to turn more.
Have a good hole. We've got a par 4 for this one.
Oh, I don't know. I was frustrating. But yeah, I'd be interested to see how other people play this.
done.
But CCG, the quality is
Setting up
very
here
good
about
on this.
105 from the pin.
Okay, so this is actually where I've got a bit of gap in my clubs. So I've got I don't have a 9 iron, so I go from pitching wedge to the 8 iron. But because of that, this pitching wedge, the pitch shot here isn't feasible. It's too far. So instead, I go with this here, a lob wedge, or if I want to, a sand wedge, but probably just the lob wedge here. But yeah, it's just the way I work the clubs to sort of get a bit more out of my longer range clubs. I've got a hybrid
Look at birdie.
and a 3 iron, which I wouldn't have been able to do if I kept the 9 iron. Oh, so close.
All right,
It's been one of those routes again. So yeah, the confidence when it comes to the TGC tours has been a bit hit and miss recently because I'm just not performing anymore. I'm doing well outside of the TGC tours, but when I'm actually playing it, 4 under is just not going to be enough. Maybe it's the added pressure of thinking I can do better now. I don't know, but it's another pretty lackluster round.
About 100 yards out. Come on, ball. Kick right.
Right, so it's going to roll back. It should do. Yes, that's a good shot.
Yet another green in regulation for you. Setting up here with a 4-foot putt.
Okay, I can get that put in for a birdie. So there you go.
To you.
Okay, 5 under.
All right, and after that, you've brought your score down.
5 under is it's starting to look like a score that we can sort of salvage and make the cut with.
Might need a bit more club. We got a headwind on this hole.
Hopefully. Okay, 101%. The wind is obviously pulling this really far. Actually, way more than I expected it to, actually.
Safe approach. Nice. Here we go.
It's just too far for this to realistically be a putt. We'll just get as close as we can.
Get there.
It was very close.
No. 3 feet to go.
Good effort again.
Okay, 5 under par.
See, like the putting, I don't know. It's just been slightly off when I've needed it to be working. But overall, my putting, I like the way I put. It was the part of the game which I found most difficult when I first got onto TGC tours. The putting I felt was impossible at first. I couldn't do it at all. So yeah, I feel quite confident in my putting for the most part. Right, this is going to be a bit of a gamble. Ah, it's gone way too right.
Going to the beach.
Wow, that went really right.
And from the green side bunker.
Looks like a decent splash shot, but it's rolling forever. Okay.
Here's a 14-foot putt.
Can I redeem some of this putting that I've done today?
Well, the putt appears
looking nice. There we go. So we got 6 under.
Putt drops, and I guess that means I'm off.
I mean, it's okay. It's a decent round. 6 under. It's a pretty average round for my scores usually. So will that be enough? Well, I mean, it's only the first round. Let's play another round, and we'll see what happens from there. But there you go. Decent. Happy enough with how that's gone. Let's hope that round number 2 ends up being, a really good round and we'll comfortably get over that cut line. But until then, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.